From being suspended for gun possession to straight up punching a teenager, NBA star Ja Morant has been involved in a lot of controversies. And some of those moments have truly left the world shocked.
Very. And I felt like, I didn't pay enough attention to that, when it got rough, and, I pretty much just let it all build up.
Ja Morant was caught red-handed with a gun. The NBA has issued a suspension for the Memphis Grizzlies player for 8 straight games without pay. The organization claimed it was due to conduct detrimental to the league. The punishment was imposed after a video on Instagram showed Morant holding a gun at a nightclub outside Denver. However, the investigation turned up no proof that he owned the gun or had even brought it into the club. They also couldn't confirm whether he possessed the gun while traveling with the team or in an NBA facility. But whatever happened, the NBA still called Morant's actions irresponsible and potentially dangerous. And they were even more concerned given his huge influence on young fans who look up to him.
Because when you're below, the way that you move up or the way that you start to increase your stature is by beating these type teams, as Mr. Morant says, but I'm not done yet.
In a statement, the association's commissioner Adam Silver said that Morant's conduct was irresponsible, reckless, and potentially very dangerous. But he also added that Ja had expressed sincere remorse for his behavior and understood his responsibility towards his team. Morant has also stated that he has spent time reflecting on his mistakes and trying to learn from them. The suspension includes the 5 games that the player had already missed since the incident.
It's been good. Obviously, a lot of learning. Pretty much, that. Honestly, took that time to, better myself.
And on top of that, he's also going to miss the Grizzlies games on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. But he'll be eligible to play again on March 20th in a home game against the Dallas Mavericks. Morant has apologized for his actions, saying that he made a terrible mistake by posting the video and that the gun wasn't his. But this wasn't the only time he disappointed his fans.
The gun wasn't mine. It's not who I am. I don't condone any type of violence, but I take full responsibility.
Just 2 weeks before, Morant punched a teenager. The incident involved Morant and a friend repeatedly punching a teenage boy in the head during a pickup basketball game at his house. The victim reported to the police that he was knocked to the ground and left with a large knot on the side of his head. He told the police after the fight, Morant went into his house and came out with a gun visible in the waistband of his pants. The athlete even had his hand on the weapon. But during his interview with the police, he claimed that he acted in self-defense and believed that the boy had been the aggressor. He later issued an apology for his actions, claiming that he let his emotions get the best of him and that he should have handled the situation differently.
What hurt me the most, I sent message to him, apologizing and stuff, but it's better to talk to him in person. So.
This incident raised concerns about professional athletes using violence to resolve conflicts and deal with the pressure they're under. Additionally, the Memphis Grizzlies released a statement in which they described the point guard's conduct and expressed disappointment in his deeds. The team noted that they take issues of violence and aggression very seriously. They also said that they'd work with him to solve the problems and prevent similar things from happening again. People are calling Morant's actions a reminder that professional athletes, like all individuals, are capable of making mistakes. But that doesn't mean they shouldn't be held accountable for them. And Ja is definitely paying the price.
Isolated with Looney. Morant tries the 3. That's good. He missed his first 2.
With past controversies still haunting him, Ja Morant is trying to make his side of the story clear to everyone. He addressed the controversy that took place at this sisters volleyball game last year. Ja and his family were accused of getting into a fight with a high school student who verbally abused his sister. In an interview with ESPN's Jalen Rose, the 23-year-old opened up about the incident. He revealed that he had only shown up to the game to check on the safety of his younger sister. It was his baby sister after all. He added, "I received a call and was checking on her safety." According to Morant, once he confirmed that his sister was safe, he left the school.
That's my baby sister. I received a call and, was checking on her safety. Another situation where, once I found out she was safe, I left the scene.
But the situation quickly spiraled out of control due to his celebrity status as an NBA player. "I realize now that showing up was the problem, and I put myself in those situations," Morant admitted in the interview. He claimed that since he has a huge following, and he's a celebrity after all, people made such a big deal out of it. The incident resulted in Morant and his family being investigated for simple assault, but no charges were ultimately filed. While the details of what exactly happened at the volleyball game remain unclear, it's clear that the incident has had an impact on the American player. As one of the brightest young stars in the NBA, he has a lot of pressure on him to represent the league and his team in a positive light.
Against Muscala. Gotta love this matchup. They go boxes and elbows trying to load up, but Ja put it on a platter and 8.
Well, this behavior is just part of a string of controversies that the NBA player has been caught in for a long time. Cracks started to appear during the 2021 season when Morant threatened a fan online. The recent behavior of an NBA player has been a topic of concern among the NBA community. People began noticing a shift in his behavior ever since he got into a heated debate with a fan online. The incident occurred late in 2021, when he was just beginning to establish himself as a serious player in the NBA. Morant apparently got into a fight over someone on Twitter when the person began trolling him over a woman he was dating. To this, he responded with a frightening tweet, which has since been deleted. Ja said, "It's free to see how hollow it feels." Many interpreted that as a direct threat to shoot the individual, and his fans were outraged to see him react so violently over an online argument.
All that stuff, pretty much false. It's been proven. That's all I got to say on it.
Man, that's seriously messed up, even by Morant standards. But I'm glad that the 23-year-old is finally taking the steps to change his ways. He recently admitted himself to a rehab facility. The Memphis Grizzlies point guard has recently checked into a rehab facility in Florida. This comes after several incidents that led to public backlash and raised concerns about his well-being. He'll be away from the team while he receives treatment. The team is prioritizing his request for help, which he made in a statement published after an infamous Instagram Live. He sought psychological balance and managed the pressure he was experiencing in the statement. The incidents that led to this decision include a controversial tweet in which he appeared to defend a friend who was involved in a physical altercation.
It is alleged that Morant soon showed up with as many as 9 friends and threatened the mall's director of security.
Additionally, he got into a heated argument with a fan on Instagram Live, using foul language and making disparaging remarks. The Grizzlies organization has been supportive of Morant throughout this process. In a statement, the team said, "We fully support Ja as he works through this situation." And with this much controversy brewing around him, he's bound to face some consequences. Nike pulls their endorsements from Ja Morant amidst this entire controversy. Just a month after Nike released his much-anticipated signature shoe, Morant had to disappear from the world of basketball. This decision came after a Washington Post story that alleged that he threatened a security guard and punched a teenager. Nike was forced to make the uncomfortable decision of pulling their endorsement from him after the story went viral. The release of his signature shoe was a major milestone in Morant's career, and it's unfortunate that this controversy has overshadowed it. It just goes to show that your talent will only get you to a certain level, but it's your character that'll always be remembered above all else. And that's all I have to say about the crazy things Morant has shocked the world with.